What if I told you that the next 10 years of your life could pass like just 1 year? Not because time speeds up, but because you do. You've seen it happen before. Someone completely reinvents themselves in a single year. They start a new career, change their body, rebuild their mindset, and suddenly they're unrecognizable. Meanwhile, others live the same year 10 times in a row, thinking it's progress. Today, I'll show you exactly how to compress a decade of growth into a single year of transformation. Not through hustle, not through luck, but through systems, neuroscience, and deliberate identity shifts. This is how to make 10 years feel like one. Let's start with something uncomfortable. Time doesn't care about you, but how you experience time is completely up to you. Most people live life in loops. Every morning feels the same, every week predictable, every year identical. They call it stability, but really, it's stagnation disguised as safety. Psychologists call this temporal compression, the feeling that years are flying by. Why? Because your brain marks time by novelty. When nothing new happens, your brain doesn't bother recording memories deeply. That's why childhood summers felt endless, and adulthood feels like a blur. If you want to slow down time, you must live with intensity and variety. The brain only expands time when it detects change. In other words, to make 1 year feel like 10, you must do things that create memories, progress, and breakthroughs. Here's the secret formula that top performers unconsciously live by. 1% improvement every day equals 37 times better in a year. It sounds cliché, but here's what's actually happening neurologically. Every time you repeat a positive habit, focus, journaling, cold shower, reading, your brain lays down myelin, a fatty coating that strengthens neural circuits. That's literally neuroplasticity in action. So in 1 year, your brain doesn't just know more, it operates faster. The reason most people don't grow exponentially, they never stick with one system long enough for myelin to form. They restart, they dabble, they consume instead of compound. The top 1% don't do more things. They do fewer things longer. Brain action step. Pick 3 daily habits that move the needle and do them every day for a year, non-negotiable. You'll feel the compounding around day 90. By day 300, it will feel like 10 years of maturity condensed into one.
If you want to live 10 years of growth in 1 year, you need systems, not goals. Goals are emotional. Systems are structural. Goals say, I want to be fit. Systems say, I work out at 7 a.m. every day, no matter what. Once you build systems, your brain enters autopilot productivity mode. Think of it like software updates. Most people are manually operating their day, opening apps, closing tabs, draining energy. Systems turn your routine into automation. Here's how to build one. Morning system. Same start every day. Wake, hydrate, move, reflect. Work system. Single deep work block before noon. No phone, no noise. Evening system. Review, decompress, recharge. Not consume. When life becomes structured by design, your growth becomes inevitable.
If you scatter your energy, your growth stretches thin. If you concentrate it, your timeline collapses. That's why focus is the ultimate productivity multiplier. Most people treat focus like a mood. It's not. Focus is a skill, a trainable muscle.
Every time you resist a distraction, you strengthen your anterior cingulate cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision-making and sustained attention. Neuroscience shows that deep focus sessions, 60 to 90 minutes of uninterrupted work, activate the same brain waves as advanced meditation. This is where flow begins and time distortion occurs. That's why when you're deeply engaged, time disappears. Technique. Use the 90-90-1 rule. For 90 days, spend the first 90 minutes of your day on one high-impact project. No emails, no messages, just pure creation. Do this and you'll accomplish more in 3 months than most do in a year. Habits change behavior, but identity changes destiny. When your brain starts recognizing that you are consistent, you are focused, it begins to rewire itself to maintain that new reality.